Let's get a real-time read on how businesses are dealing with President Trump's tariffs, the retaliation, and the impact on consumers. Joining us now, Snap-on Chairman and CEO Nick Pinchuk. It's been a while. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, Joe.
You're an American-made company, mostly.
Mostly, 80% of what we sell off the vans here is made right in America. Yeah. You know, so and we tend to make in the markets where we sell. So generally, if you talk about the fog of tariffs, which is what we have now, you know, we're resistant to the effect. We're not immune. So it'll affect us, but over time we'll adjust to it.
I think it was the 16th century someone came up with a method to someone's madness, and we still use it today. Do you see a method to what's happening right now, that in any positive outcome?
Well, your guess is as good as mine. I'll tell you one thing. The National Association of Manufacturers, as do we don't think the tariffs were necessary. We don't think they alone can impel resourcing. The real motivation behind this was already established when Xi Jinping closed Shanghai for 6 weeks during 22, and people realized that the long supply chains and depending on a single country was probably not the best thing to do, because that country could interrupt the prosperity by intent or by happenstance. So even in those days, right after that, I was meeting with industrialists, and people were saying, we want to reshore. But the problem is you need skilled labor. The regulation here is difficult. And the general view of the government sometimes kind of shares or even doesn't even think manufacturing is important. They see a different social vision where transaction is more important than creation. One of the good things about the tariffs, and I don't think there's many good things, is the fact that it puts in rather harsh perspective how hard it is to manufacture. People are talking now, well, if I have to resource, it's going to take me years. No kidding. You know, it's difficult to do that. Assembly is one thing, and it's difficult, but trying to fabricate products is another. You need the know-how, you need to understand about the product, and you need the skilled labor. So one of the things about this is that interestingly, it underlines why it was so important to reshore.
Right. But, Nick, is there a way to do this with a carrot as opposed to a stick? And I think we've been talking about that carrot for a very long time. But we haven't got there. And
I tell you, that's true, Andrew. I'm telling you, that's the thing. The thing about it is we didn't need the tariffs. Now, manufacturers would say certain tariffs, like the tariffs against fentanyl, maybe, or the idea that China is subsidizing its own companies over the state-owned enterprises, or providing material that's at a lower cost than even Americans in China can buy, and we've seen this ourselves, says that, okay, there could be tariffs punitively, but the idea of broad tariffs isn't necessary. What really the problem is, we don't have the skilled labor. People still think of manufacturing as dark, dumb, and dirty. And the idea that manufacturing gives you the ability to keep your family warm and safe and dry and has a pride and dignity to it is lost. And the government just needs to do that. The other thing is, manufacturers would say there's a lot of weight in regulations. National Association of Manufacturers says that the average manufacturer pays $25,000 per year per employee. Wow. Small companies, $50,000. I was just in Asia yesterday, and one of the things our companies said, one of the difficulties of dealing or competing with local companies in China is they have better access to lower cost materials, and they don't have the regulation compliance that a company like Snap-on, which wants to protect the brand name and has the optics of all that, has to protect. So regulations are a problem. The ability to find skilled labor is a problem because there aren't enough schools to do it, but also there's the idea of the image. And the government needs to celebrate manufacturing for the special American calling it's always been, rather than say, it's a consolation prize.
I would have expected you to be to embrace the tariffs a little more. We've heard it from the UAW, we've heard it from other places, because it's going to give you an advantage.
That was going to be my question. Was we do see BMWs and Mercedes, every other car here. We see no American-made cars in Germany. That's what we keep hearing from the Trump administration. And I'm just wondering whether that maybe they don't want to buy U.S. cars. And now if we would protect our own domestic industry that makes inferior cars to what we're seeing from other areas, that's just extending the problem
that we have. It's the belief in the American worker. You see, I believe we do it every day.
We lost 60,000 factories, Nick.
I know, but that was because what happened in that, I was there.
Right.
What happened is that happened in the Carter administration. And what happened is the inflation in the Carter administration ignited the wage price spiral. And everybody moved offshore to escape it. And then what happened is the next level of competition was how can we make the supply chain more efficient? Thus the rise of supply chain management degrees in universities. Yeah. So it made it quicker. But that now has become clear that globalization created a disadvantage for America, made it vulnerable to the ideas, the whims of other countries, and put people in America in a situation where they were no longer creating things and adding value in wide ranges.
We have to decide whether comparative advantage, where that's what caused globalization, because each area of the world can do things better and more cheaply than we can do it here, and we should do the things we do here better than what they're able to do.
But I would say this.
But are those days over?
No. What I would say is this, Joe. See, the thing is, you can have a pendulum that does this, that says, okay, we're going to find the best and cheapest goods. That's an important thing. That helps promote an economy. But it can go too far and make you more vulnerable. It did go too far. It did go too far. And the results were a vulnerability and the hollowing out of the good jobs in America. Right. So that created income inequality. There's a reason why. The reason why there's income inequality, there isn't enough value-added jobs that are associated with manufacturing.
Trump could have stuck with deregulation, extend the tax cuts, close the border, and he could have just ended it there.
Sure, he could have done this. There's crazy things going on. I'll tell you what, if you run a company and the things go to heck, when the debris hit the proverbial fan, everything everybody says sounds like it could happen or an idea. That's what's happening in the fog of tariffs. But one of the things that are being saying, crazy stuff, like Japan, we can't import to Japan. They don't buy American cars. Well, aren't they driving on the right-hand side of the car? Are they going to buy a lot of left-hand drive cars? Are we stamping our foot over that? So there's a lot of reasons for this. I think this could have been implemented in a much more thoughtful way. And actually, we didn't need broad tariffs. Like I said before, people already understood that reshoring was good. We saw it in the pandemic where manufacturers...
You're already doing it, right.
The manufacturers kept their post while we kept keeping our society from disintegrating.
Yeah, we're reshoring to Vietnam, and now we screwed them over. So everybody that moved from China to Vietnam now can't.
Well, a lot of them were Chinese companies.
Do they have standard transmissions in those? Do you have to does my right foot use the clutch? Do you know?
I don't know. I used to drive one in Singapore. I think your right foot still doesn't use the clutch. It's the same stuff.
Shift with your. Okay.
Yeah, right. The whole thing is this is going to create a lot of uncertainty. The other thing about it is it's going to create uncertainty in the grassroots economy. One of the things about it is they were already uncertain. Our customers, because of the two wars, the idea of the inflation, the idea of the border, the tit for tat for China, were already cash rich because the garages were filled, but confidence poor. Now this is laid on top of it. The whole idea of the rapid fire ideas, things like Greenland and changing it all in this galactic set of tariffs, and the whole idea that the administration has said, well, we may have to have some pain. For the average guy, this doesn't sound good.
So has that hurt sales? Have you faced that?
They've hurt sales in the United States for the grassroots people because we sell critical things. They need them to create accomplish critical tasks where the penalty for failure is high. But they're unwilling to buy, they're reluctant to buy things which are longer payback, like more expensive toolboxes. Toolboxes are $10,000 or a diagnostic unit, which can be $10,000, and they don't want to. They're smart people. They don't want to tie themselves to longer-term cash payments, so they move away from that. So we saw some reduction in that way. Our other two businesses that aren't at the grassroots level, that sell to the OEMs and sell to the garages themselves as opposed to the technicians, had record years.